Welcome to the Benzano podcast. We're calling a spade. Caitlin Clark goes back-to-back player of the week. Folks, do you remember when she got snubbed at the Olympics? Remember when we all thought she should have been part of the Olympics? And what did Christie Sides do? At the time, we gave Christie Sides some ish for it, right? Christie, why are you leaking public conversations that you had with Caitlin Clark? But sometimes when you know what you got in store, when you know what's coming, Christie Sides just, I guess, couldn't keep her excitement to herself. Do you folks remember this? Caitlin Clark getting snubbed. They woke a monster.
This elephant in the room is the Team USA roster. Caitlin's not on it. What was your reaction when you saw that list come out yesterday?
Yeah, a little disappointed, of course. She's my player. That's the hardest team in the world to make, right? Like, that is a tough team. She's young. She's going to have so many opportunities in the future.
How did you coach her up through that, or did you talk to her at all through that to make it more of a motivating factor than anything?
Yeah, we talked actually on the bus. She got the call on the bus, and she texted me to let me know. And, I just tried to keep her spirits. The thing she said was, "Hey, Coach, they woke a monster," which I thought was awesome.
Is there any silver lining? And she'll get a little bit of rest. She'll be able to work on some things in that 3-week break.
Yeah, I think that is the silver lining. Like, she is going to get some rest.
That is the silver lining. She's going to get some rest. And when the monster awakens after the Olympic break, folks, Caitlin Clark has morphed into Godzilla. Godzilla is coming. Gayaka. Caitlin Clark has turned into the monster that we've expected her to turn into. Caitlin Clark has gone from Charmander to Charizard in a matter of weeks. Caitlin Clark, before the Olympic break, 16 points per game, 37% from the field, 5.3 rebounds, 6.3 assists per game. The Indiana Fever sitting at a 25 win percentage. Now, folks, those stats right there, yeah, they've never been done before. And we were still saying, man, there is more greatness to come. She gets snubbed. She says, Christie, they woke a monster. It's going to get nasty out here. It's going to get nasty out here. I'm going to go on a cruise with my mermaids. I'm going to swim. I'm going to take all the pictures acting like I'm lounging, but they don't know that in that yacht, in that boat, underneath the surface, underneath the deck, there's a full-fledged basketball court out there. Yeah, she was taking pictures, tanning with Lexi, chilling with Katie Lou. But what's done in the darkness eventually comes to the light. And what do you see after the Olympic break? 19, nearly 20 points per game, 5.8 rebounds per game, almost 10 assists. Indiana Fever are winning at a clip that they haven't seen in nearly a decade. Shooting 45% from the field. Caitlin Clark's playing better. Kelsey Mitchell's playing better. Lexi Hull's playing better. The Indiana Fever in general are playing better. The monster has officially arrived. Last week, she won Player of the Week. 25 points per game, 9 assists, 5 rebounds. Caitlin Clark, Player of the Week last week. And what did she double back with? What did she follow up last week's performance with? Oh, another Player of the Week. 24 points per game, 9 assists again, 5 rebounds again, 1.3 steals per game. That's not too bad for somebody who doesn't play defense. She sure knows how to get her hands in there. She sure knows how to play the passing lanes. Almost making 5 threes a game, 4.3 three-pointers made a game. Caitlin Clark goes back-to-back Player of the Weeks. Folks, only her and Asia Wilson are the only WNBA players this season to have consecutive Player of the Week honored. It was Asia Wilson, and it's Caitlin Clark. That's it. After being snubbed a few Player of the Week honors, no disrespect to Sabrina Ionescu, Caitlin Clark does what Caitlin Clark does. And 24 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds for a rookie who's entering a tough league. Ooh, who's entering such a physical league, ooh, who people are suggesting is going to take her some time to get used to it. Time's up. Time's been up, and time is now officially up. Caitlin Clark continues to break records, continues to transcend the WNBA. And what do I mean by that? Folks, last time we spoke about the ratings, Chicago Sky, Indiana Fever ratings haven't come out yet. Don't hold my feet to the fire. We were talking about the Atlanta Dream game last Monday. We know that they did 617,000, but we were waiting for a little bit more detail to come out. Monday's Fever Dream game last week, 617,000 viewers on NBA TV, making it the most watched WNBA game on the network. A night that Caitlin Clark, she set the record 2 nights prior against the Lynx. 2 days later against the Dream, boom, smashed it. But the impressive part is 847,000 people tuned in from 9:30 to the conclusion to watch Caitlin Clark beat the Atlanta Dream. This game outdrew all but one NBA game on NBA TV this past season. Caitlin Clark is doing what NBA teams are doing. She is that exciting. She is that must-watch TV. She is that box office. That a channel that's never seen more than 200,000 people tune in to watch a WNBA layup brickfest suddenly 4x that the next year. Why? Because Caitlin Clark, that's why. Because Caitlin Clark is superhuman. Christie Side said it herself, a monster. They woke a monster, and a monster is what we're seeing. Folks, this Chicago Sky Indiana Fever game on Friday night, yeah, it went head-to-head against football, college football. I would be surprised if we don't see 1.5 to 2 million viewers on that Indiana Fever Chicago Sky game. This past Sunday, Indiana Fever taking on the Dallas Wings on NBA TV. I would be surprised if we don't get another 750,000 plus number, because every time Caitlin Clark gets on NBA TV, that number just continues to rise and rise and rise again. Player of the month, some people are spectating that it might be Kelsey Mitchell. Some people are speculating that it might be Caitlin Clark. Folks, both of those women have been playing out of their minds since the Indiana Fever have returned from Olympic break. Kelsey Mitchell, instant bucket getter. Clutch Kelsey. Caitlin Clark, 25 points per game, nearly 10 assists, 5 rebounds. I wouldn't be disappointed if either of them win Player of the Month. Do I think it might be leaning towards Caitlin Clark's direction based on Player of the Week, Player of the Week? I think it's leaning towards Caitlin Clark's direction, but Kelsey Mitchell does have an argument to be made as well. Please, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Caitlin Clark goes back-to-back Player of the Weeks after being snubbed, after being ignored by the WNBA social media team, the WNBA brass. They've refused to give it up. But folks, delayed, not denied. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We are in the venue tomorrow. Appreciate everybody for reaching out. See you later. Have a good day. Take it easy.